focus on yourself, on your faith, on your dreams, on your mind, on your health, yeah. You gotta work, never tell, keep your head down, find what you love and excel, yeah. Push and pull and repel any hate, go create what you want, feel compelled, yeah. And once you finally get a taste of the race, you'll never look back once you felt that. Don't let somebody take your time and your worth, just focus on yourself first. Don't let somebody take your time and your worth, just focus on yourself first. Don't let somebody take your time and your worth, just focus on yourself first. Don't let somebody take your time and your worth, just focus on yourself first. Think about others way before myself, yeah. I guess that's why I feel like I go through hell, damn. Wasting time on your dreams instead of mine, yeah. About to turn this franchise around on a dime, man. It's all about finding your right state of mind. It's all about turning the worst into fine. It's all about time and the work and the climb. From the thirst we will rise, I'm immersed in this life. Don't let somebody take your time and your worth, just focus on yourself first. Don't let somebody take your time and your worth, just focus on yourself first. Don't let somebody take your time and your worth, just focus on yourself first. Don't let somebody take your time and your worth, just focus on yourself first. I love. I got a poker face, but honestly, I'm not one to bluff. I flip a switch, never miss, man, I always stay up. Don't let them see you, bitch, always have a plan to stay tough. This life ahead of you ain't easy, it was built to be rough. But that's what makes a personality, is tragedy, bruh. So keep your head on your shoulders. Now we ain't out here moving rocks, we out here moving boulders. Now we ain't getting posterized, we out here making posters. And we ain't got nothing to hide, we move forward like soldiers. You better wake up for the pay stub, or you'll pay up. Don't make love to the game, bruh, fuck the game up. Change up, rearrange stuff to your greatness. Famous for the way up, play the game, bruh.
Never stop, I'll get it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top, yeah.
You know I'm always honest, there ain't no way I'll never stop it.
I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top,
I'm always flirting with pain, she like to hurt me and maim. I'm always working to change, but she's still lurking the same. I keep on building a dynasty while the haters be trying me. But they hate from inside, you see, hate themselves in society. So I let them speak quietly while my actions speak wider. See, they be hiding in privacy with the screen. Oh, the irony to hate someone who's trying to be whatever they would like to be. We all feel the anxiety, we make our own rivalries. Yo, so where is erase all the positivity. I feel like we all just hate on everything, it's killing me. Thoughts build quick, causing different possibilities. Negative thoughts will cause different disabilities. So do better, work hard under pressure. If you got no time, work smarter than ever. Don't ever let them tell you that you can't never say never. And turn your mind into the truest of go-getters.
Never stop, I'll get it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top, yeah.
You know I'm always honest, there ain't no way I'm ever stopping.
I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top, yeah.
So instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains that last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah.
Now that I've been put through, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh**. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh**. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams and some honestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but instead I say something not illogical, something.
Every time we pull up, all you're gonna see is American flags. American flags. American flags. And every time we pull up, all you're gonna see is American flags.
You know, I don't know about you, Ronnie, but I gotta play that one more time because I freaking love
Every
that.
time we pull up, all you're gonna see is American flags. American flags. American flags. And every time we pull up, all you're gonna see is American flags.
Every time.
Man, that gets me pumped up.
Well, hey, that's
Right.
kind of like me, Steve. When I've got this video where it shows President Trump going all around the world and everybody submitting to him. You know, North Korea, the Vatican, a whole slew of them. One night I played it 3 times. Then I played it again at the end. So hey, I know what you mean, bro.
Well, because you remember the original one that I made like 2 weeks ago. I just couldn't find the right music for it. And when that song came out 2 days ago, I'm like, oh yeah, that's definitely going in the opening.
Which one are you talking about? You couldn't find music for?
It's well, because that's the same video as last time, except minus the American flag and a different song.
Okay.
So, but that song from Tom McDonald and Adam Calhoun just came out Friday. And
I heard about it. I haven't heard it yet, but I heard about it.
Well, that was part of it right there.
Okay.
But
Well,
yeah,
you
great
know,
song.
Garrett, as far as that kind of stuff goes, Garrett, he is the newsman. I mean, man, he gets the news out now when it comes to Tom McDonald and a few other things.
Oh yeah.
It definitely gets you pumping, no doubt about it. How's everybody in chat today? Everybody good? Mr. B is here. Elvis is here. Dang, I'm gonna have to get that straight one of these days.
The Deal for Real, Minnesota karaoke guy, Miguel, Cindy D, Kettleheads Barbecue and Beer,
Cindy D is here.
Mr.
Oh wow.
E, Sean's Everything Crafting, Nasara, Ding Lelis, Howard County Observer. Bunch of awesome people. Sorry if I missed anyone. I was just scrolling through quick. Make Stupid People Famous. What's good, brother? I got to hook up with you, Make Stupid People Famous, because I do want to work on that, the lyrics I told you about a certain auditor.
I need to hook up with you too, Steve, but it's not to, for a music or anything. See, he makes stupid people famous. He may be famous. I want to be made unfamous.
And I remember first time he came in one of my chats, I was like, dude, that's like the best name, man. It caught my eye right away. Make stupid people famous.
Oh, yeah, I remember it. Yeah. I heard that.
And that's what they do in that community. They do make stupid people famous. That's for sure.
Well, if it's working, keep going, man. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Hell yeah.
You got to do what you do when you do it right. If you do it good, keep doing it. I know that didn't make no sense, but I wasn't really trying to. Oh, yeah. I got you, Mr. B. What you been up to this past week other than working or trying to work?
Working, and yesterday we had a funeral. It was Nina's uncle. So I never met him or didn't know him or anything, but man, funerals just, man, they really get to me. And I could just go to any random person's funeral and it would still mess me up.
Well, hell, they're depressing. You know what? I believe when I die, I don't think first of all, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be cremated. So you don't really have a funeral after you're cremated. And I wouldn't want one anyway because, like I said, it's just too damn depressing. Hello, Karen. How you doing, girl?
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's hard. You're like, you feel, I don't know, I guess because it was reminding me of my sister too, but you see all the people there and you can feel like their pain, and it's like, oh man. I mean, yeah. I cried a couple times, just because I'm like, I was feeling for, the wife, the daughter, the grandkid, it's like.
Well, how'd Nina take it? She all right?
Yeah, she's good. She's she hadn't cried about as much as me, I guess. But I was just looking at the mountain. Oh, look how high those mountains.
Hey man, I know what you mean. When my sister was killed in a car wreck, her and her daughter, my niece, when they were killed in a car wreck, and they lived in Kansas. So I went to Kansas for the funeral, and man, I'm telling you the truth. My mom was sitting right in front of me and my wife. It tore my mom up so bad. Everybody in her and her husband, she just got married. Well, they'd been married and hadn't had a baby, and the baby was in the car and killed the baby too, of course. But killed all three of them. And I'm telling you, man, it was a terrible day as far as I was concerned. The worst part of it was seeing my mom cry. My mom and my nephew crying their eyes out.
Right. That's actually that because two of the hardest for me were one. Well, they're both my grandpa, but one because my dad, seeing how much pain my dad was in, just it tore me up. But then the 21 gun salute, Man, that really got to me. Just
So he was in the military.
yeah,
Good for
it's
him.
actually both my great grandpa and my grandpa. 21 gun salute.
Well, you do know that Joe, our famous resident, got less than a 21 gun salute. Just had to throw that in there.
Right? What was it like?
Well, it's a funeral. That's what it is. That's
Right,
what.
but I know the story, but I forgot what it is. Less than 21, but it's
I don't remember how many exact shots it is either. But when you have, what was funny about it was the inauguration day supposedly for Joe. What it was his inauguration day, if there ever was one, And but when Trump was leaving, they played the Commander in Chief song, "Hail to the Chief." And then when they was showing Joe, they weren't playing anything, but they were showing this less than 21 gun salute. So it was just kind of telling everybody, that look who the real president is, look who the fake one is.
I think they still do it 3 times, but it's just not 7 guns each time. I think.
Well, these are on a cannon when they do it for the president and all that. So I don't remember. I'm gonna have to look that up again as we're talking about how many times it's done for. Well, now I know with a president, it is 21 guns. It's 21 shots. Is what it is. They call it 21 gun, but it's 21 shots.
Right.
But for the people that have died, I'm not sure how many it is. But at any rate, our main man got less than 21.
Yep.
And
yeah, funerals are just, but that's like, for my sister, it wasn't a funeral because she was cremated, but plus with all that C-19 bullshit, we couldn't do it for 6 months later anyway, but it was a celebration of life, not a get together and weep, and it was more like one big party at a hall that was rented out. So
well, that's kind of like it was my wife was cremated, and that's kind of how it was for her too. But Salt is asking why the somber tone. Did something happen? Well, Salt, yesterday, Steve had I guess it's Nina's uncle, right?
Oh, is it mine, or am I just talking quiet? Or is it just, or it's because it's early in the day for me. I don't have my normal energy yet.
Hell, I never do. No, Salt was asking about why the somber tone. Did something happen? Did you say it was Nina's uncle that had the funeral?
Yeah, her uncle.
Okay.
Her uncle, yeah. I was the only one allowed to say anything. Well, Nina just left, so. Well, this is going to be a quiet show then, if only Pablo can say anything, because he's taking a nap.
Who said that? Oh, it had to be AC. Yeah, AC.
Oh, yeah.
Nina's
But Minnesota karaoke guy had a good question.
Well, I'll let you go first if you want to, Steve.
Yeah, I don't know for that. It's just like anyone else they try to cancel. It's just a bunch of bullshit, and they're just making it something that it's not. Because it's true if you think about it. I mean, I grew up in Detroit, and when I was, 16 and half of 17, I lived in a small town in Ohio for a very short time. And it's way different. So, yeah, try some of the shit you try growing up in Detroit in that small town in Ohio, and you're going to get a different outcome, I guarantee it. So if people are that scared of the truth and they want to turn it into it's racist or whatever the hell they're saying, then they got a lot bigger problems. So
No shit. Well, why? And I'm believe me, I'm not accusing Jason Aldean of anything. What he's been doing here lately, I think, is great and is exactly where it ought to be. But as we all know, in music and in the movies, you know how these people are. They get sucked into the money thing, you know. So a lot of times that's sell or sold.
mm-hmm.
You know, it's just a form of speech. But if you remember, Jason Aldean was the one that had the concert in Las Vegas. Not that shooting took place. All the shootings took place out in Vegas. And
Oh really? I didn't put that together. No shit. I didn't know that.
yeah, it was him. So and that's why I say I'm not saying he had anything to do with anything, but then again, I'm not saying he didn't. You know, because you know, he's had time for them to, you know, to turn him around if he did, and it's a big if. I'm just saying, if he had something to do with the whole satanic worship thing, then they've had plenty of time to turn him around, you know, and straighten him up. And I hope he didn't, and I'm not saying that he did. You know, I'm just other than that, I think it's great what he's been doing. But I just don't know if, because that thing was called, I believe it's on Highway 91 or something like that, or Exit 911. But however it worked out, it was 911. And they love 911.
Right.
I'm talking about the evil ones. I don't know who that's. That's a good question. But I think that he's been doing a hell of a job here lately with the song and speaking out. You know, the thing of it is, at least as far as I'm concerned, is most country and western music guys still won't join him, you know, and speaking out. Well, that's because they don't want to get canceled too, for one thing, and maybe they're in with the other side too, if you know what I mean.
Yep. Hey, Snooks 22. Anon, is it anonymous or anonymous? Anonymous. But aloha. But yeah, that's my thing. I think all that, anytime they try to cancel anyone, all it is free publicity, and that person ends up making out way bigger than they would have if the whole cancel thing didn't happen. You know what I mean?
That's what's going to happen with Jason Aldean too.
Yep.
And he was already big.
Mm-hmm.
Happy Sunday to you too, Snooks. Good to see you. Man, he's got quite a few songs that I like, and one that I love, Amarillo Sky, Jason Aldean. I'm going to have to sing that one of these times on your karaoke. One of these times.
Maybe tomorrow.
Not sing, but sing. I'll have to try to sing.
I don't know. You're kind of on the border now. You might not be able to say you sang anymore.
You think?
Practice makes perfect, and we've been practicing a lot over the last 8 months. So.
Well, Mr. B did say that I had been promoted last week, sometime where it was. He told me I had been promoted from a singer to a singer. So, you know, at least in his way of looking at it, I had been. But now, everybody may not look at it that way. You got it, Nasara. Good luck and prayers.
That is so true. If you lie, they promote it. You tell the truth. Ed.
Well, that's why I'm sending them, Ed. I'm hoping, I keep hoping she'll find them, but he undoubtedly hides his phone from her or something. What I'm gonna have to do is get her number and send them to her, and tell her that Steve sent them to me.
Like, Nina, can you please have Steve stop sending me stuff like this? She'd be like, what the?
And you wouldn't get any for a year or longer.
She'd come up to me and I'd see the back of her hand and she'd be yelling.
Holy fuck, is this wrong?
Something like that.
Something like that. Oh, shoot, I forgot you got headphones on. I should have turned the volume down on that. Sorry, I didn't mean to blow your eardrums out.
No, yeah, it's good. I've got my volume on the thing here turned down on the keyboard. Last night, and I had noticed it being so loud before, but last night, man, I mean, it was coming in so loud. It was about to bust my eardrum, so I had to turn it down. And not just music or what. I mean, everything was coming in loud.
Oh.
So we got another karaoke guy here, Minnesota karaoke guy.
Yeah. You know who that is, right?
No, not right off hands.
He's, well, here, let's see his avatar. Does that look familiar?
Shit, there's a lot of people flipping bird.
He's, hold on a sec. Let me see if. Let's
Minnesota.
see. One sec. This is who that is.
I knew who it was, but I couldn't get my brain to work there as usual. But yeah, I knew it was BNFF. The other on your last karaoke show he was on, and that's how I knew. But I had forgotten. I could do everything else.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, brother. I was too excited to play your intro, which I still have to send that to you so you can have it and you could use it on your channel.
One more.
I actually
like
got to send
25.
all of them to everyone that I made one for. So
Everybody hit that like button. If you ain't hit it yet, hit it like you ate its guts.
And hitting the like button is the exact opposite of breaking a mirror. It brings you good luck for 7 years.
That's a lot of luck. I don't care who you are. If I could,
That's
you know
my
what? I broke so many mirrors in my life. Maybe that's why I've had such bad luck, because I broke all them damn mirrors. And back at those times, there wasn't a like button to push, or I would have pushed it to offset the mirrors. But you know,
Right. Well, man, I'm thinking because the bad luck didn't happen right away, so maybe it's like a delayed bad luck, like for 7 years, starting 7 years later.
well, you got to give the demon time to get there, you know, and set up all whatever he wants to do bad to you.
Right.
You know, cause you a flat, or you know, burn your house down, whatever the case may be.
Yeah, because this year alone, I don't know, it's either karma from when I was growing up or from all the mirrors I broke when I was growing. But either way, it has to be something from 20 plus years ago. Because maybe because I was moving around so much, it took them a while to find me. Like, oh, finally found this.
Could be. It could be, bro. Could be. Man, chap told me a story about, I don't know if he wants me to tell it or not, but I doubt he'd care. But it was about this little doll, you know, a demon-looking doll. I think it was Chucky. I might be wrong there, but anyway, he had this demon-looking doll in his truck. And one day he was over at his nephew's house having some work done on it, and his nephew saw that doll, and he said, "Man, you got to get rid of that ugly-ass doll." He said, "It's going to bring you bad luck." And at first, chap said, "No, I ain't getting rid of the doll." And he said, "No, man." He said, "I'm serious. You need to get rid of it. It's going to start bringing you bad luck." And so chap said, "Okay, I'll get rid of it." And a few minutes later, they went driving down the road, and his truck tore up. And, I mean, it literally tore up. He was ready to junk it, but because they couldn't figure out what it was at first. But they finally figured it out, and so later on, he kept his promise. You know, they built a fire and was burning the doll, or going to burn it, and he lit something. You know, they poured gas over it, and it was in the middle of a big old trash pile. And then, you know, he's standing back out here, and he lit whatever it was he was going to burn it with, and he threw it and hit the doll right between the eyes. I mean, you know, and that's, man, I'm telling you what, that had to take dead luck, or God's hand was guiding the arrow or whatever it was he threw at it.
Right.
But his bad luck stopped. You know, I told myself, man, I don't know about anybody else, but myself, I believe in demons. You know,
I believe demons, ghosts. I mean, any paranormal. I definitely believe in that.
Well, you know, the Bible does say that when the Nephilim were killed, when God, you know, when the earth was flooded and they were all drowned, that they came back as demons, looking for who they could, you know, enter, whose body they could enter.
Yep. Oh yeah, William Gramer. I was gonna say, it's a damn good show. Yeah.
Yeah, brother, it's a damn good show. You gotta sound like you're constipated. Yeah, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, Snooks, me too.
I believe in that too. Yep.
Yeah.
I believe in that too. I believe in both. I mean, you can't just have a heaven without a hell, and the same thing, you can't just have good spirits and guardian angels without there being bad angels and demons.
That's right. And you know, when and you know, God had to know that when he flooded the earth, that he wasn't gonna get rid of evil. So I think he just flooded the earth to get rid of those giants, you know, that were there. And I mean, these things were literally eating people, like you know, whatever. You know, take a piece of candy, take a bite. But that's what they were doing, because what was happening is they've been feeding the human people, regular people had been, you know, growing crops, whatever, and feeding the giants. Well, they ate so much, the giants did, that there wasn't enough food to go around, so they started eating people. And so that's when God decided to flood the earth. But you know, he had to have known when he did that he wasn't getting rid of evil. He was just getting rid of those evil giants.
Right. Yep.
And for the most part, I guess he did. I ain't seen one lately, but I mean, that's a joke, of course. But there is a story. I mean, I heard it a long time ago about the guys in Afghanistan, the soldiers in Afghanistan went out on patrol one day and never came back. So they sent out another patrol, you know, to find them. And these guys, what had happened was that a giant had got a hold of them and killed them all and ate them. Well, when these second group found them, or the giant more or less found them. He had this big old spear and threw it at one of the guys and went all the way through him, and the giant just picked him up, you know, like a pencil or something. But they finally got him killed. And,
yeah, I think, is that hey, Charlie Cabal and Aloha, brother. Good to see you.
Charlie,
yeah, I think that's
Charlie.
Yeah, I think I know exactly what story. That's like one of the main stories I've heard about that, and that's
I'm
very
sure
interesting.
Yeah, just about everybody has. And of course, you know, some people say, "Oh, it's just bullcorn," and you know, I don't know if it is or not. I haven't seen the giant, so all I can do is tell the story where I heard it, you know, and go from there.
Right. Well, I mean, they might think it's bullshit, but for decade after decade after decade after decade, the government was saying and making fun of people about, oh, UFOs, oh, you're just crazy. And then all of a sudden they're like, oh, yeah, it's real. Next. It's
Yeah.
like, well, wait a minute. For 80 years, you're saying it's all bullshit, and now you're just like, yeah, it's real. Anyway, what else?
Well, I think they're doing that. Dang, my nose itching. I think they're doing that for a reason too. And I think we talked about it before, Operation Blue Beam and all this kind of good stuff. But who the hell knows? Uh, I don't remember if I was reading it this the other day or if it was on a video. But they say that with Operation Blue Beam that they're so real that you can actually walk up and touch the UFO or the being that is flying it or whatever. And you'd think if it was any kind of a beam that your hand would just go through it, but that's not the case with Operation Blue Beam, supposedly. Darn fine, no, I'm just saying what I read.
Right. Yeah, you just reminded me too. I need to, because you said that last time. I need to make my video into a short. Forgot all about that.
Yeah, you do. You definitely do. I cut it up in at least 2. You might be able to make 3 out of it. It's a good video.
And it doesn't really have many views either. That's why I was kind of shocked. And I sent it to a few people too, like that's what their channel is all about.
And they never got back to you.
Nope.
Dang.
But yeah, I'm thinking if I make it into a short, it has a better chance of getting more views, and then maybe it'll catch someone's eye.
Well, you know what? I don't know if you've ever tried this guy or not, Mr. MBB333 on YouTube.
Yep, that's one of them because you told me about him last time, and that's.
Okay.
But I didn't know how to get a hold of him, like email or direct or anything. So I think I left a couple messages and like at the time his most recent video and just hope that he's seen it. But
yeah. Well, I don't know
if when you got thousands of comments under a video, I'm sure, or if you got that many subscribers, I'm sure they don't like go through every comment.
Yeah. Oh, I doubt it. Yeah, but he does have a lot of subscribers, no doubt about it, man. I mean, he's got a huge channel. But I've never looked at his, about thing down there, description, whatever, to see if he's got an email there. Did you look?
Yeah, I didn't either. Shit. See, now I just feel stupid.
Well,
that's the Polish side of me coming out.
Hey, that's what we do. We do stupid. I mean, after all, the man, he makes stupid people famous. It ain't here for nothing. He is succeeding without even talking to us.
Yeah, we were talking a little bit ago about the Jason Aldean. I was watching a video last night. Oh, here it is. It's yeah, that's why I didn't watch all of it. It's 2 hours and 15 minutes, but I only watched like the first half hour of it. But it's by Red Pill Truth.
Oh yeah.
And they only have 291 subscribers, and this is like what I did watch so far. I'm like, this is a like really well put together video. Like I can't, and it's I didn't realize it was 2 hours and 16 minutes and 34 seconds. I can't imagine how long it took to make this video because it's really well put together.
Well, I don't know if there's another one or not, and it very well could be. I mean, another Red Pill Truth or not, but he's always in my chat. He watches all the time. Like I said, I don't know if it's the same one or not, but maybe others.
This one. Red Pill.
Yeah, I bet it's the same one. That's what I was showing last night, that same video. It was not by him, but at least it looks like the same one.
But yeah, it's what I did watch so far. It's like, wow. Yeah, see, 20 minutes. That's where I left off.
Yeah, that's what he's showing there. His helicopter's flying over. because shots were coming from helicopters too. Maybe I shouldn't say that. I keep forgetting about it. Sorry about that.
Right. Well, that's them.
Motherfucker's still banging out right now.
What is that?
Okay, let's go. That's close. That's real close.
And then they just try to say it was only one person.
Our SWAT took down one suspect.
That doesn't make any sense.
Well, no, if it was, I mean, he was in helicopters and walking on the street and everything else. I mean,
And we have
he had to be like Superman and split up into several different people.
one suspect out. There's most likely more than one.
But I'm going to show the rest of that tonight. I didn't get through it all either. I got through about 30 minutes of it last night. But this makes the third time that I've seen it. I've seen it once before, and Camel Carl sent it to me, and now I'm showing it on my channel tonight again.
Right, well, yeah, if you're gonna show all that, I'm not gonna play it here for sure.
Well, no, I mean, if you want to, it's up to you. I'm just saying, Don't kiss off.
Oh, we gotta save that for Ronnie's show, for the Mr. Cash channel.
Don't bother me, bro, if you want to show it. But it's a long one. I mean, that's one reason why I didn't show it all last night. I was tired, man, to get my butt off and go to bed. But it is a good video. The only thing that's wrong with it, in my opinion, is that after all that investigation that this woman done on it, she would not offer her opinion on it at all. And it don't really bring you to any, it don't show anything new, that I didn't already know.
Right.
So,
Yeah, it's kind of going over the.
going over the facts. That's about it. And let it be known how crooked all these people are. But it's a darn good video, and it does explain about the helicopters and all that. I mean, it makes you know, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that some very big people had to be in on it.
Oh yeah.
They've never gotten away with it.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the same one that you have, but I put it in chat. So if you want to save that and use that one, or if you already have.
Well, I know it is because I've seen those guys lined up against the wall. It's the same one. It's
okay. I can't believe that it only has 40 views.
That's probably from Red Pill, because
Red
that
Pill.
video's been out for a long time. So, man, it had more than 40 views the first hour it came out.
Yeah, that shit blows my mind on some of the people I'm subscribed to, and they'll be like, posted an hour ago, and they have 90,000 views, and it's like, could you imagine getting 90,000 views in 1 hour?
Shit, no, not me. I'm doing good to get 100 views in 4 hours.
Yeah. Yeah, that's on my videos. Yeah, that's about my average is like 150 for just a regular video. So, and which is weird with the shorts too, because I have one short I had was the one I did when we went camping like a month ago, and all I did was go to take a piss before I went to bed, and I took a 15-second video of the water. I just held my flashlight, and it was just the ocean. And it was probably the dumbest video I ever did. And the next morning, Nina's like, you had 2,000 views? I'm like, oh, I forgot I'm like, 2,000? What? I forgot I even did that. And you're saying 2,000.
But you must have showed yourself pissing or something.
No. Well, Drew was saying, because the way it was, he was waiting for something to jump out of the water, or like he thought something was going to happen. So I'm like, I guess I could see that, but then the shorts that I do that I really like and think, then they have like 90 views. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Well, better yet, because my backup channel, which used to be Steve Harloha 2, I changed the name to Backup Channel. That's literally the name of it.
Really? What'd you do that
You know,
for?
just I don't know. I got more subscribers since I changed it, but
Well, now I got to subscribe to it.
yeah, it's called Backup Channel 227.
Let me write it down right quick. I'll
Um,
forget it for you.
but I had a short on my channel, this channel, and it was when we went to the Big Island, and it was the cat when I did the voiceover, and it got a couple hundred views, not many, but so on my backup channel, I put that same short on that, and in 2 hours I had 1,000 views. I'm like, how does that work?
I need to start making some short videos too. I mean, if I
It's,
had a
it's
decent
they're
camera and
weird.
all, I've never made one, so I don't even know how the hell you do it.
It's once I figured out, because I was never into them, but once I figured out how to do it, it's easy. And it's a hit and miss too. It's like 50-50, but it doesn't take long, and either it works or it doesn't work. But when it does work, it's crazy because it's like 0 to 100 real quick. you know.
Well, Charlie says his backup channel is called Steve and Ronnie's Fantastic Show.
Oh,
That's a darn good
nice.
name, Mr. Charlie.
That's what I'm talking about.
You ain't kidding.
This is for Charlie Gabaldon.
We really need to do another interview with Mr. Charlie one of these days. Be more of a
Yeah.
singing show, but he could tell some of his last happenings along the way.
Some magic stories and
All that kind of good stuff.
music stories and all over. He's got all kinds. I'm sure Charlie's got like 1,000 good stories.
Oh, more than that, I bet. But we need to hurry up and do it because before he gets too famous, he won't even speak to us.
I know, right? He'd be like, "Man, you should have got a hold of me a couple months ago, guys. I'm way beyond. I'm way too good for you guys now.
Yeah.
I got.
Way bigger
I don't
than
have
you
time
think.
with you. I don't have time with you, small time folk. I got hundreds of thousands of other subscribers I got to entertain. I ain't got time for you little fellas."
That's be about right. Now, I don't think Mr. Charlie does us like that. Do you? He might, though. You never know.
Yeah, yeah, you could be like, well, I could find time. It's going to cost.
Well, that would leave us out right there, at least as far as my part goes.
Be like, I can definitely do it, but my rates are $54 a minute. So
Hell, it might be that now. You know what? They still haven't given me my community tab on my channel. I've got almost 300 subs and had this channel now for what, a month or two? And they have not given me a community tab.
really, what? Because I know they changed everything. What's what is it now to get the community tab?
50, I believe.
50. Okay.
I believe that's what it is. Last I heard, anyway. I mean, I don't know. They might have changed their stuff up again. You know how they do. And I would send them a little note of, complaining. But I'm trying to, fly under the radar with them.
I was gonna say, if you do that, you're grabbing their attention, and they're gonna be like, "Hey, well, we'll give that to you, but let's see what this guy's about first."
And the minute they done that, there I go again.
And then
Yeah. You need to get something with a red flag. But for that, anyway. Well, Charlie says, you guys get me on the cheap right now. My channel is failing. I can't say that. I mean, if you got one person watching, that's not failing. And I know Mr. Charlie's got more than that. I know that Ronnie does pole dance. doubt in my mind Ronnie is a pro with that kind of dancing. I'm a pro at every kind of dancing, Ed, including pole dancing. Well, they ain't giving mine yet. I don't know if you're supposed to do something to get them now or not, but I haven't got one.
All right, on, make stupid people famous. I don't really go on Facebook, brother, but I wrote that down what you put earlier in the chat, and but I'll go in there and check you out and get in touch with you for sure, because I do want to make yeah, I wrote that song when that happened, however long ago that was, with the when that auditor did what he did. You know what I'm talking about. But
What he
anyway,
did?
I don't agree with you, Charlie, saying that your channel is failing. No.
Well, I'm looking at my my channel right now, and there is no community tab. I don't know what you got to do to get one other than what I said, but I definitely don't got one. Maybe it goes by views or something. I don't know. But even if it does that, let's see. It says over the last 28 days, I've got 2.3 thousand views. So unless they want you to have 3,000 or whatever, you'd think that I'd be.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know. I think the views only count. I don't even know if the views do count for anything.
Monetization, I think, is all. Don't they count for monetization? The views
For
and
monetization, or no, yeah, it's watch hours. Watch hours, that's what it is.
I thought you had to have so many. No, never mind. Never mind. You're right. You're right.
Yeah, it's like, but that changed too, because it used to be 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, but now it's 500 subscribers and 3,000 watch hours.
Oh, really?
Which I'm like,
Oh.
man, you know, I busted my ass to get the 4,000 and the 1,000, but yeah, whatever. The harder you work, the more satisfying it is. So
My community tab just showed up on my channel. Didn't do anything. Well, that's the way it's been on my last 8 or 9 channels too. But this time, I guess that they figure, what's the point in giving them when we're going to take his channel away at any time anyway? You know, it wouldn't surprise me at all. Al Bundy's here.
Taboosh. No wigs. Well, you never know. But
I bet
we
Steve's got a wig.
only got about an hour, maybe a little less left. So we'll see.
Yeah. I bet Steve can whip out a wig here real quick. Knowing Steve, he's got to have one somewhere close by.
Nah. If only you could see around me, that would be funny. But, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I got 12 wigs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 hats.
10 hats? Damn.
Yeah, well, 4 of them or 5 of them are Nina's, are female hats. Well, I got this hat too, if this counts as a hat. Oh shit, it's about to break. If this counts as a hat, I got this hat too.
Well, that's the most important hat of all. The 10-4
I gotta
hat.
reinforce it. This thing's falling apart.
The absolute most important hat of all you've got.
I should design a new one. This
Yeah,
is my
make it-
Flash Gordon.
Make you one with the rooster thing on top, you know. Or an antenna.
This one's my Flash. He's the savior of the universe. This is that hat.
It kind of looks like a Roman or Greek, whichever one it was, soldier's helmet.
Yeah. Well, the funny thing is, originally that's what it was. I should have took a picture of what this was originally, because it slowly just formed into this. Looks nothing like it did originally. Cherry Pie Man. Toilet Warehouse. He saved every one of us. Oh yeah, is that what I thought? It's Savior of the Universe, or is it both? He saved every one. I don't know. I'll have to look it up and listen to it.
A non-mouse says 500 subs, 3,000 hours only allows memberships, super chats, super thanks, not full monetization. You still need 1,000 hours, 1,000, 4,000 hours for that. Oh, 1,000 subs, 4,000 hours.
Oh, okay. So for the AdSense, you still need the. Okay, I gotcha.
Well, all I know is I don't got to worry about it at all because, you know, I lose channels so fast that I'll never get to 1,000 subs, 1,000 hours, or anything else.
With you, it's like almost like as soon as you get it, that's when they take it away. You know.
Yes, they see when they see my sub count going up and you know, the amount of views everything's got or whatever. Like the last time, this ain't no crap. The last channel they took, which had been about a month ago, it was doing real good on likes and views, and it didn't last long though. It's about a month after it started doing so good on the views and everything. Bam, there it went.
That's how they get you.
Ed Hen is saying he wants to see a nude of AC. Can you believe that? You got one showing, Steve?
You want a what now?
He wants a nude of AC. LSP, what's up, brother? Good to see you. You wouldn't happen to have one handy, would you? You could mail him, but don't show it on here because I don't want to go blind. AC, the DC, he's living much too slow.
LSP is in the house.
He definitely is.
Every year you grow older, you spend another 15 minutes in the bathroom.
Is that a fact?
I believe that.
Something you put off the top of your head?
I had to do it for Todd Bushi.
I gotta tell you, I like that hat. It goes pretty good with the wig. Or the wig goes pretty good with the hat. I'm not sure which one it is.
Yeah. Well, I got my other wig that's the black, longer.
Curly, yeah.
Like I think it was when I ordered. I think it was called the '80s rock star wig. But I got lucky with this hat though because I was looking at them all and they were all. I'm like, dude, I'm not spending. No way I'm spending more than $50 on a hat. And I found this one. It was only $17.
You ought to wear
Delivered right
that
to my door.
You ought to wear that out on the town sometimes. You know, when you and Nina go out to eat, you know, to a fancy restaurant, wear that wig and that hat, or the other wig and that hat. I bet people would notice what you don't bet.
That's a good idea. Hey, Howard County Observer, aloha. Always the community tab to be available. You must have 500 subscribers or enable access to advanced features on your channel. You can choose among 3 options to gain access. Ah, I didn't know that.
Well, everybody else was getting them. The last time I got one, I didn't. I think I had maybe 60 subs, and didn't have any of this. I've never had any of this stuff you talk about on there. The advanced features. I don't know what that is, but they gave me one on all the rest of them before. They just didn't give me one on this channel for whatever reason. Channel history, video verification. But now on the rest of them, I did leave them up. I wasn't taking them down, so that may be it. I bet that's what it is. taking all my videos down, so that's more than likely what it is.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I know. But then you weren't. I didn't see you in chats then. So, you know, sometimes people come in the opening, but then they have shit going on. They leave, and so I wasn't sure if you were still there or if you heard me say aloha in the beginning. And that was an hour ago. Howard's over there lurking. But I always forget I have a community tab.
I don't think I think very few people pay attention to them anyway, you know. And I'm talking about your own subs, you know. I mean, when I did have one, if I'd say something on, I might get 5 or 6 people that hit the thumbs up if I was lucky.
Yep. Mine, I usually use it just to share. Like if you're live or something, or someone else is live, I'll just share that live stream to try to help them get, you know, more viewers in there.
Yeah, and it very seldom ever works. I mean, I know you have, Chap has, Shane did that day. I don't remember if the same people came. I think a couple people came from Shane's. And then Mr. B. But my point is, there's not a whole lot of people. I mean, like if you have 1,000 subs, you might get 1 or 2 people out of it, you know, come
Right.
someone else's channel.
There we go. There's the slash look. I hope Todd Bushy's still here because I'm only doing this for Todd Bushy.
Oh, Todd, are you still here? Say something, Todd.
Where
so
you
people
at,
don't feel
Todd?
so
Where
bad.
you at? The last comment was 9 minutes ago.
I just stopped for a smoke break. I'll be out of here in a moment. That's what Jim A. Merkel is saying.
Okay, he's still here.
There he is.
What about Charlie Gabaldon? Is Charlie still here? How about this, Charlie? How about if you come up on the panel for 10 minutes so we can negotiate
That's a good idea.
interviewing you? I can't
Come on
see
up,
what
Charlie. Call him Mr. Charlie. Call him Mr. Charlie. I bet Mr. Charlie done gone. Where you at, Mr. Charlie? Where you at, Mr. Charlie?
Oh, he's just sitting there going, I'm just going to pretend I'm not here. Oh, he said yes. All right, cool. Let's do this. I think I have his email. Let me see. Should.
Hello,
But I don't.
Darlene Mackey. Welcome.
Or if I do have it, it's under a different. Guess I don't. All right. Well, let's do this.
Well, let's make a plan now. Right before he gets up here, Steve, we got to kind of try to lowball him at first, you know, so that, you know, we can get a decent price.
Yeah, we got to do like YouTube, you know. He gets 30% and we get 70%.
That'll work too.
Sorry. I can't see what this shit on.
What, is it too hot or?
No, that one's too much. I couldn't even see anything.
Oh,
The hair kept getting in my eyes and it does get a little hot. Oh, he said he can't go on. Ah, dang it.
dinner for my birthday.
Got me all excited.
Me too. Darn, I thought we was going to negotiate a price. Darn.
And to think, I had like $100 grand sitting around, but he can't go on. So, I mean,
What can you say? All you do is do your best, you know.
and that
coulda made
estimate was only good for 30 minutes. It might be different tomorrow.
Could have made $100 grand there real quick, Mr. Charlie. It's been a while since we talked with Mr. Charlie, though.
Yeah,
Has has he ever come up for karaoke? When I wasn't
Well,
there?
I know he's been on Nina's channel for karaoke,
Really?
and if he was on mine, I don't know. I don't think so, but I know he was on the panel for Hey Darlene McGee, aloha. If he was, I know he was on Nina's for sure when we had doing karaoke on her channel. It was like an after party, after something like that. When I was still, me and Deez were still co-hosting, and then
Okay.
after the karaoke, we'd do an after party on Nina's.
Yeah. You know what? I would come up more on Nina's than I do, but most of the time when she comes on, it's already so late here. You know that. I
Right.
mean, I had to be feeling really good to come up on hers, or so sick I can't sleep. One or the other. You know, so.
Yeah, it's weird because it's like getting in. Because on my channel, when I start, and then on hers on the after one, which we haven't done in a while, but then because the time going by, it's like you get all the late night people, and then when we're on Nina's, you get all the early morning people.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, which one is the most? I mean, the late night people, or early morning people?
It's actually pretty close, but I think the little bit more with the late night people.
The only reason I was asking because the times I stayed on, till 2:30 in the morning, it always seems like there's more people in there when I'm going off, when I'm up that late, than it does if I close down like at 12:30 or 1.
Right.
If you see what I'm saying. If I could stay up long enough, I'd have it. Go ahead.
I'll have to look into that more because that's interesting because for me, because of the time difference, it's weird because when I start my karaoke, it's 5:00 p.m. my time, but that's 10:00 at night for everyone else,
Yeah.
or even 11:00 at night for East Coast, and so yeah, then they're up to like 2, 3 in the morning. But then when it's 10 at night my time, then it's 3, 4 in the morning for other people that are just getting up, or the early morning people, the early birds or whatever. And so I guess that's why it stays steady through the whole time, even though people are dropping off, newer people are coming in but yeah, I'll have to look into that and see what if there's more people on the early morning people, which to me it's still just nighttime,
Yeah. Yeah, for you. But man, I'll tell you what, like that's what I say, when you and Deeds come on, it was about 9 o'clock here a lot of times, or even if it was 7, that would still be midnight or later when y'all went off.
Yeah.
It's still the same thing. So if you're not wanting to stay up real late, well, there's not much point in going on. Like on Nina's when she comes on, because it's already so darn late. I mean, there is times now I sit there and watch it for a few minutes before I go to bed, but crap, I don't want to stay up another 2 or 3 hours. So.
Right. That's like let's see. No, never mind. I was thinking something different, but that wouldn't make any sense. But
What,
Todd, I never make any sense. What's the difference?
Yeah, exactly.
But she's actually work right now, but what time is it? 2:40. Yeah, she'll be home in like less than an hour. And then, because Ronnie's going on in, an hour and 20 minutes on his channel. And then me and Nina are not going live, but we're going to go make some videos. We're going to go out sunset in different places and put my camera to use to make actual videos.
I heard that. We know, in all honesty, so far anyway. I mean, sometimes I don't go live when other people are on, you know, other than you, but your channel is the only one I do schedule around. You know,
Right,
right?
right.
Unless something really important has happened that I feel like needs to
Oh
be
yeah,
talked about.
that's funny. Yeah, because 6 months ago, that like I'm not saying like you or, but just it doesn't matter when you go on. There's always going to be someone on that you know or you're
Oh yeah,
subscribed to or that you're friends with or you're kind of friends with or whatever way you look at it. So it's like if everyone's gonna like try to schedule around everyone else that they know, it's like, well, you might as well just close your account because
yeah. You'd never go on. Yeah,
right. But I used to get upset like, oh, they're on at the same time or but then I've realized like, yeah, somebody's always gonna be on at the same time, dude. Like, and
well,
that's the whole thing about it is people can choose if if they want to watch this, they're gonna watch that. They want to watch that, they're gonna watch that.
exactly. But, well, I have kind of a double bumper there for doing it. I do it for you and for me because I know that uh, a lot of people that watch you watch me, and a lot of people watch me watch
Right,
you. And so,
right. That's
I just try to fix it up, where uh, everybody can be happy, or
yeah,
semi-happy anyway.
right. Yeah, and I'm the same way too. Because I still do try to go around because I need to change my Where It Begins show that's normally on Thursday. This coming up week is going to be Saturday, but that's not because I need to change the day. That's because my guest is it's CFM because I had to like schedule around his work, you know.
Yeah,
But after this next one, I I can't really do it on Thursdays anymore. But that's the hard part. I'm like everyone I'm friends with does lives every week at a certain time, and it's like, well, when can I schedule mine without stepping on toes? But
exactly.
at the same time,
Congratulations,
but that's
LSP.
my
I
main
thought you,
thing.
I
Atlanta's a
thought you
good
throw
job.
Steve. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Didn't mean
But
to
that's
step
my
on
main thing is the only ones well, if I could, I wouldn't step on anyone's toes. But the main people I'm trying not to step on toes are the other channels that have a big majority of the same subscribers. You know what I mean?
you. Yeah, yeah.
Like if you go in this person's channel, you see all the same names that you see if you're on my channel. Then I'm not like you. I'm not gonna like let's see. Ronnie goes on at 9 o'clock, so I'm gonna change my Where It Begins to that day at 9 o'clock. You know?
Well, Shane and Mr. B, uh, quite a few people that watch me watch them too, particularly Mr. B. And,
Yeah,
but he always comes on a couple hours before I do, so that that normally works out. And then he's off before about the time I go off, so it's no big thing there. But shit, I
right,
mean, Shane, he'll come on and be on all night long sometimes. I think he was on all
right.
night last night.
Hey, he goes on at 2 o'clock my time, so 2 in the afternoon my time, which works out nice for me because I'm usually at work or out and about or whatever, and I always got my earbuds in, and it's perfect when it's like, oh, cool. Shane's gonna be on, so I can listen to that while I'm working and stuff. But
Yeah.
it's like tomorrow for me. I don't know if Mr. B's still here or not. He was here earlier, but
I ain't
because
seen him post anything in quite a while, so
yeah,
he's probably
tomorrow Independent Men United is having her 1,000 subscriber celebration live stream
yeah.
at 5 o'clock my time, which is when I usually do my Monday karaoke. But she also invited me to be on her panel. And so then I'm like, oh, yeah, I'd love to. I was honored that she asked. Hey, Butterfly.
Little butterfly.
So then I was like, yeah, I'll just go on earlier. But then I'm like, oh shit, Mr. B does his karaoke at 2 o'clock my time, and then he ends it when my karaoke starts. So it's like the warm up. So I'm not even sure if I'm gonna have karaoke tomorrow. I don't know how that's gonna work out, but because I really want to be there for Independent Men United because she's been there
Yeah,
for
she
me every
invited
step of
me
the
on
way.
too, so I'm gonna be there too. I'm gonna go on
Yeah.
with her too. I mean, you know, that's it's a milestone. I think all of her friends, or anybody's friends, as far as that goes,
Oh yeah,
ought to want to celebrate with them.
yeah. I mean, India was there for me when I got my 1,000. She was there for me when I got monetized. She was there on my very first live stream. I mean, she's been there with me from like day one.
She's been
So
there for long. I don't remember what day it was that or how long I'd been on when she first came into the chat on my channel, but it wasn't long. I mean, maybe a week, if that long. I mean, hell, I had no idea who she was at the time, but she's a really, really sweet little gal. And so I'll be there tomorrow night too, Steve. So,
yep, that's what.
good Lord's willing, the creek don't rise.
So yeah, unless I can figure something out, there's a big possibility that this will be the first Monday night or the first karaoke that I might not make it to, or that might not happen.
Well, why don't you do it this way? Like, you know, going like with her, like for an hour or whatever. And then,
Yeah, that's what yeah, Nina brought that up. She, you know, because Mr. B goes on at 2 our time, and then I usually go on at 5. But and then she was like, well, you know, maybe start mine at 4, and then just go for like an hour and a half, 2 hours, and then go on indies or something like that. But like still be able to go on. But then I don't know, I'm so used to doing 5.5 to 6 hours of karaoke.
you better get
It'd
warmed
be
up in 2 hours, aren't you? For
right.
karaoke, anyway.
It'd be kind of hard to do a hour and a half or 2 hours. You know, what would you get? 1 round, 2 rounds? Like, all right,
Yeah,
everybody sing. Ready?
that's
Go, 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 go. All right, we're done.
that's about all you get, no doubt about it. But now Indy does karaoke on her sometimes too. It ain't gonna surprise
Yeah.
me if all of YouTube don't wind up doing karaoke here for long.
I've been noticing that. I've been noticing a
Yeah.
lot of channels that I've watched for a while that never did karaoke that are all of a sudden, and I'm like, when did you start? You doing karaoke too? What?
I
What?
know. It seems like we started something that is that turned out to be very popular, Steve. Well,
Right.
actually, it was more you than me, no doubt about it. I just happened to be there.
No, but you're a big part of it because you helped make it happen too.
Well, it's a wonder I didn't kill it in its infancy with my rotten singing. I'm telling you, man,
Nah, I think that's what brings more people in.
my rotten singing.
Not
Right.
rotten singing, but not like because we're not professional, obviously.
For damn
It's
sure.
like I hate my voice, but I still have fun singing, and I think that's like not being professional, but still doing it and having fun. It's like, oh, that's cool, you know. They're not afraid to have fun. Just like nobody should be afraid to have fun.
Yeah,
So,
with karaoke, if I could ever get over the feeling that with every song I'm going to screw up, you know, I mean, I just know in my mind that I'm going to mess up the words or the tune or something, you know, if not both of those things. I could probably do a lot better, you know, or at least better. Maybe not a lot better, but, you know, thinking that for me kind of screws me up. Those pieces, I must say,
all right.
Ronnie has always been consistently solid, solidly terrible. I really believe you, LSP.
Todd Bushy, right on. Good seeing you again. And hope to see you around again.
Yeah. See you later, Todd. Have a good one, bro.
But my thing with the karaoke, which is I just noticed this yesterday too, last night, because I went on Creek Squad's channel. Or no, it wasn't even Creek. It was before that. It was on Shane. It was on Shane's channel. And because like when I'm driving or when I'm in the shower or when I'm by myself, no one's around and I'm singing, it's like I do all different stuff with my voice, you know, like just when I do my imitations or whatever, or, you know, like, what are you talking about? But I do that when I'm singing alone. And then I'm like, why don't I just do that when I'm singing the karaoke? And then when I go to sing live on karaoke, I just automatically go to my normal sing. And I don't get it. Because it's like, why can I do it when I'm by myself? But, you know, so unless I'm doing a voice or something.
Yeah, I have got a different, I don't know if you call it a different voice or what, but I'll call it a different voice. I have got a different voice that I can sing in that to me sounds better than, what I normally do. But like you're saying, I can't make myself do it when I'm doing karaoke. I don't know what the hell I can do it driving down the road or, sitting here or whatever by myself, but I can't do it on karaoke. I can't get that voice to come out. I don't know why.
Yeah.
But it just
And
won't come
same,
out.
yep, that's yeah, so you know exactly what I'm saying.
Sure
That's
as hell
exactly
do.
what I'm saying. And I just realized it last night because I was muted and my camera was off and I was pulling up my song because I knew I was next. So I was like singing a couple lines of it and I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to do it just like that. But then as soon it was my turn and I was live, I couldn't, I'm like, what just happened? Like, why am I just singing how I always sing? Hey, Red Pill Truth. Aloha. We were just, we were talking about you in the beginning. We were talking about you.
With your ears burning?
No, we were talking about that video last night I watched. Well, I didn't get a chance to watch all of it, but on your channel.
Yeah, LSP, Big Chap does have my number, brother. So yeah, tell him I said to go ahead and give it to you. It's fine. Or he can, text me and ask me whatever. But yeah, that's fine. I'd love to talk to you myself. It's been a long time. I mean, I've known you a long time and never heard your voice. So yeah, give me a call, bro.
Jeremy the Jester, Raw and Uncut. Good to see you, brother. How have you been? Oh wait, Red Pill doesn't have a wrench. What the flip flop going on? There you go. So who do we got? We got 18 people in here. How many people were here in the beginning? Because I want to show off this intro again. I freaking love this intro.
I didn't pay any attention.
All right, here we go. Here's the intro for anyone that wasn't here when we first started. Tell me what you think.
Every time we pull up, all you're gonna see is American flags. American flags. American flags. And every time we pull up, all you're gonna see is American flags.
Is he saying American things or America Sings?
American flags.
Oh, okay. Well, I had it wrong both ways.
That's that new Tom McDonald song. All you're gonna see is American flags. Hey, the Lily Pillies. What's up, brother Manny? But yeah, I know I'll probably get a few copyrights, but maybe not. I don't know. That's why I kept it. That's why it's real short. Because I think you can get away with, But then again, I don't know. Clay told me that. Actually, I have too. For like 3 seconds of one song, get a copyright. It's like, really? 3 seconds? One note?
Well, here's what gets me about the whole copyright thing on the music. You would think they'd send you warnings about, people like me singing terrible, and said, if you do that again, we're going to shut your damn channel down. You know, instead of, playing the music from the records or whatever.
Put out warnings and shit. Ronnie, how dare you? How dare you?
Well, at least it'd be something I could understand, you know. I don't understand it the other way around.
But then again, I don't know that because that American Flags with by Tom McDonald and Adam Calhoun, they're both independent artists, so maybe it won't get a copyright.
Well, you wouldn't think it would. Who the hell knows? I mean, certainly not I.
Well, I know I've used when I first started my channel. Who was it? He was an independent artist too. I can't remember his name now. But because he was independent artist, I figured, and I did 3 videos, I think, with one of his songs in the background, and nope, copyright. Oh, Burden, the rapper Burden. So yeah, don't use Burden's music, because even though he's independent, you still get a copyright.
Really? Well, don't have to worry about me because I ain't gonna be listening to no rap to start with.
Good question, Ed. I haven't seen Rank in a while. A couple of weeks ago, he popped in and said hi, but he had to go, and that's Rank K1 and Rank K2. They haven't been around.
I know they haven't been on anybody's show that I know of. I was going to think there that maybe that one of them got sick or something.
Oh, LSP says Rank K2 is resting.
What's he resting from? Getting beat up by Rank 1?
What? What's he resting? What'd he do? What happened, man? What happened?
No, but I did have a kangaroo come to my tent when I was camping once. Damn, wonder which one's the worst to have come to your tent, a kangaroo or a lion? I would think a lion, but I ain't never had either one of them. I mean, come to a tent. I ain't never slept in a tent except when I was in the Army. So, and I had to build that. We all had to build our tents at dark. I mean, it was darker than you couldn't see your hand like this. And the next morning, I mean, they didn't even look like tents. They would just put up, had a little pole here, holding it up off of you for everybody. I mean, it was awful looking out there. But hell, you can't see anything. So it probably looked the same way. Mine would probably look the same way though if it had been broad open daylight.
Blue tongue lizards?
Blue tongue lizard.
Oh, I don't know if AC's still here. I forgot all about this. Where'd it go? If AC's still here, how he always tells us to shut up. Well, AC.
Please stop talking. Please stop talking. Please stop talking.
I was going to play that every time AC comes in.
You need to, but it won't do any good. I mean, I'll tell you right now. I think AC loves the sound of his own voice.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
I guess you kind of have to, in a way. But then I know a lot of times when I'm on with AC, I'll be trying to make a point, and he'll interrupt, and I'll talk louder so I can finish my point. And a lot of times I say, well, will you let me finish? I mean, I don't know how many times I've had to say that to him. He just jumped right in, boy, with all 4 feet.
I should go through some older videos and clip all those and just make like a 2-minute video of just you getting louder and then go, would you just let me finish? And, over and over.
Hey, when he was showing me how to hook up Rumble and everything, I don't remember what the hell the problem was now, but he was getting mad at me, because I hadn't done the shit before, and he was getting mad at me because I wasn't understanding what he was saying, but he wasn't understanding what I was saying either. And I sat there for about 5 minutes waiting on him to shut up, and when he finally shut up, I said, "If you quit talking so damn much, you would know what I said. I can't do what you're saying. It's not pulling it up, whatever it was, and I don't remember." But it wouldn't come up. But he was kind of making me mad too, you know.
Well,
I
right,
mean, it
because
worked.
it's like after the first word of the second sentence, none of the rest matters because I'm still trying to figure out the first sentence of what you were
Exactly.
saying to do. So everything else you said is just pointless.
And it is, you know, because he's all the time that I was trying to explain to him why I couldn't do what he was saying, he was steadily talking, you know. I mean, I don't think he even drew a breath.
And then go over here and click this button. Once you click that button, it's going to pull up this screen, and that screen is going to say this, and then click. Whoa, 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 whoa. Go back to the first part, man, because
Yeah.
you're already on step 12. I'm not
You
even at
see,
the first step.
the thing is, I told him I wanted to write down, you know, everything so I could, because I knew I wouldn't be able to remember it. There's a lot of steps on it to go through. And he said, okay, no problem. Then when he gets there, he acts like he's got 2 seconds. Just says, brrr.
That's funny because I get it though too. Because well, when it comes to plumbing and my customers, and I have to explain stuff, and I explain it, and then they're like, and I'm like, yeah, that's. I mean, I've been doing it 30 years, so for me, it's easy. But then I have to put it in different words and explain it different ways, but not just say the same thing over and over again, and it'd be like, well, because of this, this, and that, and
Well,
then they're
and it
like,
would be
you're just
different
saying
though.
the same shit. How am I supposed to
Yeah.
figure it out?
And it would be different if they would have told you before, hey, you're going to have to talk, you know, real slow now, because we're not going to understand what you're saying, which I did with him. You know, I told him, I said, you're going to have to talk, because I wanted to write everything down. I didn't get a chance to write everything down till the last time we did it, and that was about the 5th time. Why I can do it now is because I finally got it all wrote down. I'm telling you, he's a hard customer to deal with. I'd listen to you doing plumbing for him.
He'd end up smacking me with his foot.
Yeah, his whole leg.
That's what I'm gonna have to do is write it down because he's told me a couple times too, but same way. He just like goes through it real quick, and I'm like, I got nothing, man. I got nothing.
Oh well, you get on with him if you ever have to. Get on with him for him to explain it, because you're not going to be able to get it by yourself. I can tell you right now. Well, you probably could if you done it a couple of million times.
Right. Well, as far as I got was I opened my Rumble, and then he was already done explaining how to do all of it, and I'm like, I just got my Rumble open, so start over.
That's it. That's the way he is. But I did. I finally got it all wrote down. It's right there. But you know what? The first time I did it, I didn't even. That was before he came on and helped me the last time, and I got it up that night without having any instructions or anything. I was just lucky though. Believe me. I mean, it wouldn't have worked that night if it hadn't been for luck. But it did work that one night without his helping me, and then he came back on with me again the next time. And that's when I wrote all the instructions down. And it's really not that difficult to do once.
I was gonna say that's what you should. If you wrote them down, you should take a screenshot of that and send me that because
Oh well, I hadn't thought of it.
it'd be a lot easier for me to be able to read step by step than someone, you know.
Sure, I'll do it right now.
That's my thing. I don't like explaining shit LSP, but that's because I suck at explaining shit.
I heard that, man. You both.
No matter how I explain shit, people are just looking at me going, huh?
Let's hope
Like,
you can
oh,
read my
man,
writing, because it kind of stinks.
Oh, I'm sure I'll be able to read it. I've seen pretty bad handwriting. But I think for me, it's because I'm more of I have to visualize everything. So when it comes to explaining it, I can see everything in my head, but I just don't know how to put it into words to
Yeah.
help people understand it. I'm just like, it's there. That's what it is. Just do it. And then what do I do? Like,
Yeah.
do it.
Well, it's really not that hard, but that's just that's after you do the first part. Now, which the first part is just hitting the camera thing, and then let's see, picking out a thumbnail that you want to use, because you have to have a thumbnail. They won't let you do like on YouTube. You got, like I've been done for years.
Oh, really? No, but not the thumbnail part. But I'm, dude. See, that's what you have. That's simple.
Yep. Like I said, there's
Literally
3 or
what
4
I just
steps to
read,
that, though.
and that's in the very few words too.
Yeah, there's really not a whole lot to it. It's just it's just getting through that. Plus, on the when you first go in there, like you hit the camera, and then you hit the get the screen thing up there, screenshot, whatever it is you want to use, thumbnail, and then you go down and hit the 2 boxes that you have to hit. Check those off, and then you have to pick a time and all, which is. But to do that, well, it's
same as in StreamYard.
Yeah, but it's in a different. They do it in a different way. So, I mean, I'll be glad to get if you ever want.
No, because what you just sent me, that I mean, just reading that makes it seem so simple.
It is. It really is pretty simple. What's going on, Chris?
It's
Good
like
to see you,
anything,
brother.
Like once you do a short from your phone, you'll be like, oh, that's it, shit. Because you can do a 15-second short or a 60-second short, and the 15-second shorts for some reason get more views.
Really?
Because people don't have after 15 seconds, they're like, look, squirrel.
You know what I think I'll do? I'll just walk around my house and say, hey, y'all see how dirty my house is? But that's because I hate housework. That'll be it. Beautiful
Yeah, it's
Indy
crazy how. Indy, we were just talking about you too a little bit ago.
Sure were.
Nose must have been itching.
What
is it? Nose itching and ears burning, or ears?
Well, I always thought it was ears burning. That's what I was always told.
Yeah, ears burning, ears burning, and nose itching. That's what I heard.
Well, to me,
Rich.
For me, the nose itching part was when, at least my mom always said, it meant you had company coming. That was her idea of it.
Oh, okay.
So Creek
Squad. We were talking about Creek earlier too. There's Steve-O.
We wasn't talking about Steve-O, were we?
No, we didn't. I almost brought Steve-O up, but we were talking about something else, and then I never did. So I was thinking about him. See, who else can I think about that might show up? All you got to do is think about them when they show up. Ren K. Where's Ren K? We were talking about him.
That's right.
Come on, Ren K. We're channeling you, Ren K.
No, Indy. What we were talking about is just saying that we're going to be on your channel with you tomorrow night.
Yep. Yeah, we were talking about your
only good stuff.
Subscriber.
Only good stuff, Indy. You know that. I hope you know it anyway.
Yeah. I don't know. I think even if someone were to pay me to say bad stuff about Indy, I'd have to turn it down because there's nothing bad to say about Indy. So,
That depends
damn,
on how
that's a
much they
good
want to
offer,
pay.
man. But I got nothing bad to say, and even if you make something up, I'm not gonna fucking lie. So I can't say that either. Oh, and Ed, yes, I have 9 videos of Ronnie twerking.
Is that all?
Good shit.
Yeah. What'd you do with the rest of it?
I got them up for sale, $250,000 each.
Well, I hope I get my cut.
Oh, you definitely 50-50. You definitely get 50% of that.
All right. But at least that's more than what the big guy got paid. He only got 10%.
Right. Hey, Yankees for life. Aloha, brother. You know what, Yankees? I seen you popped in the other day on my Where It Begins. I didn't get a chance to say aloha to you then, but aloha, brother. Good to see you. Always good to see you.
Another aloha because you can say aloha then.
Aloha, aloha.
There you go.
Right. So what? Let me see. So Ronnie is going live in 50 minutes. Do you already have it set up, Ronnie?
Oh yeah.
Oh, sweet. So yeah, if any one of the mods want to drop the link for Ronnie's, because that's where everyone's going in 50 minutes from now. Cherry Rain. Aloha, brother. Good to
I
see
hope
you.
so. Still working on getting Miss Karen Reese her last $70. It's all we like now. I got $530 for her. So we just like I'm 430. I mean, so we just like 70 more bucks getting her to 500.
Oh, Garrett's here. I have to say aloha to Garrett. Hold on, I gotta find it. Gotta find it.
Thank you,
Where'd it
Indy.
go?
Cherry Rain there. Say hello, Cherry Rain.
Hello to Garrett. Oh, there you go. That is at what? 10 p.m. Central, 11 Eastern.
Yeah, well, it'd be 10. It's for 9:15 is what it is, Central Time. So that would be 10:15 Eastern, and then add 2 hours. Be 11:15 Pacific Coast Time, I think. I don't know, man. I get mixed up on all these time zones.
No, yeah, me too. I'm all confused. But in 50 minutes, though, basically, right?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll just stick with that. In 50 minutes, 49 minutes.
49 minutes, 49 minutes, 49 minutes. Expect to see every one of y'all there, too. Every one of you. Everyone.
And like William Kramer always says, it's going to be a damn good show.
That's right. He always says that. Then halfway through the show, a lot of times he'll say, "This is a damn good show." Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, there was all kinds of people saying it the other night, Steve. He didn't even get a chance to say it this night first. I think it was Beautiful V said it first, and I don't remember who else said it second, and William said it third. So it was three. This has been a damn good show. Yes.
Yeah.
I was laughing my ass off at it because they're just trying to beat each other to the punch there, or beat William to the punch, and they did.
Because you know who that's from, right? From the Hodge twins.
Oh, I know. He loves them guys. I mean, he absolutely adores them. Yeah, the other night he sent me a video and wouldn't shut up till I played it. So I had to play their video right in the middle of everything.
Is that the one you're talking about, Garrett? The one I put on the screen? Ed, I'll never sleep again.
He best be getting him a floated deal put around his neck or something because he's going to need it. So I can tell him. And I would love to see that asshole jump off the bridge without any water under it.
Yeah, there you go. No, drain the lake and just have nothing but rusty crowbars and cars and half of vehicles and
rusty nails down there sticking, all of them sticking it up.
Shit like that, yeah. Oh shit. Really, Chariot? And you're wow. Your landlord died in your arms. Wow.
Yeah. There's not. He was 80. Well, why wouldn't you take the house? Chariot Rain?
Yeah, if you wanted to leave it to you, or unless he didn't put it in his will yet or something, but I don't know how that works. Either way, by law, though, I don't think whoever is taking over his, whatever you call it, I think by law you still have like 90 days before they have to make you leave.
Well, a lot of times, when I don't know how the laws are there in Hawaii, but here in Texas, if you don't even have to have a witness for a will. You can write out a will and and sign it and all, and it'll stand up in court unless somebody can prove beyond a doubt that you were insane or something,
Right.
So that was why I was asking. I'm sorry to hear you're going to be homeless, Chariot, man, or likely to be.
Yeah, because Chariot's I don't know the word I'm looking for, but disabled.
Oh, I know he's not in the best of health. I don't know how you would describe.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Sure.
I don't want to use the wrong word and sound like and be rude.
Yeah.
Oh, it had been in his will, but when 2 people were trying to steal his house, going to take me out to protect him.
I don't know how that would protect him, but I mean, if they want it, they're not going to give up. If it's been me, I said, hell no, it's my house, And he said it was mine, so I'm going to keep it. Y'all go jump.
Yeah, that's what I would do, especially where you're at. I know the neighborhood you're at, and that's a nice neighborhood, nice houses, nice view. Holy shit, really nice view where he's at. I don't know exactly where he lives, but I know what neighborhood he lives in.
So you're saying he's not on the poor side of town? It don't sound like it.
No, yeah, definitely not on the poor side. He's up a little bit. He's not at sea level. He's up a little bit, and it's kind of tucked away, and it's just its own subdivision, and it's a beautiful view.
Fantastic.
Beautiful.
JM. JM Unleashed. What's going on, brother? He said number 49, thumbs up, Mr. Steve.
Ooh, and now it's at 51, so that means 2 more people hit it since. Nice. 51. Hell yeah, thank you. Nice. I remember I used to like beg for likes and I wouldn't hit 50.
Who the hell? Welcome, who?
See, everyone's showing up because we're getting warmed up for the for Ronnie's show.
There you go. That's what it is. Good. You know what? I think it was last night, Steve. I forgot how many people were watching, but there were a lot less likes than there were people watching. And so I asked, but somebody put it in the chat, and I said, "Yeah, man, y'all hit the like button. It helps out a lot." So I waited a couple minutes, went back and looked. No one hit the like button yet. So
yeah, I was listening because I heard you say that part, and when you said it, I looked and I'm like, "Yeah, what the hell? Why is there less likes than there are people watching?"
Yeah, there's quite a few. I don't understand. What I don't understand is if you're going to watch something, why wouldn't you hit the like button? Obviously, you're liking what you're watching, or you wouldn't be watching it.
Right. The only time I don't, but forget to, or that I don't until the end, is if I'm on my phone. Because when I'm on my phone, it's got the chat going, and you have to close out the chat to hit the like, and then you got to open the live chat back up. So I always forget because I just go in and it's live chat automatically, and then when someone mentions, hit the like, I'm like, oh yeah, that's right, and I'll close the chat out, hit the like, and then go back to live chat. But
that's what
if I'm on my tablet or on my computer, it's as soon as I hit it, the first thing I do is hit like.
This is what I'm gonna have to start doing again. I'm gonna have to start doing the David thing again. We gotta beat David. We gotta beat David. Back when I was doing that, I got a lot of likes, but now Since then, I ain't got a whole lot. I mean, it ain't been terrible, but still, it's not nowhere near
The
what's been watching.
the fun part is what I get excited about is if like because I always try to schedule my well like today's live it was like a last second thing so I just a couple hours before it went on but like karaoke I'll schedule it as soon as my karaoke is over I schedule next week's right away but then when you have like 25, 30 likes before you even go live I get excited I'm like damn I already got 30 likes.
Oh, that would be very nice. No, it don't. It hadn't happened that way for me yet. I mean, it ain't. For my little town, it hadn't been bad. The likes hadn't been, but I normally wind up around 40 or more. Last night though, it was 35. I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow,
But
usually you get over 50 every time.
I hadn't in a while.
What the hell's going on, man?
I don't know, man. Now, you can see how many people are watching, and so, and then see how many likes there are. Which, I mean, I don't expect everybody's watching to like, but the ones that that are there normally, and I'm sure most of them do hit the like button that are there normally, but.
Yeah, because I think if I remember correctly, I think last night I think there was 23 people watching, but you only had 19 likes or something, if I remember
It was
correctly.
something like that. Yeah, something like that. I don't remember exactly, but that's pretty close.
So if Ronnie isn't getting at least 50 likes, my question is...
Cousin fucking tarnation, Alabama Betty Crocker, Miss fucking Betty White shit is this?
Somebody steal that and play it next time I see the likes so out of balance,
They were like, what's going on with the likes? And then I'll send you a clip.
All right. If I can figure out how to play that damn thing, I'll play it.
Because in your StreamYard, if you, I'll send it to you and then just save it to your computer or your laptop. And then in StreamYard, if you under brand and you scroll all the way down to where it says background music, and then you scroll all the way down and there'll be a little plus sign add music. And then you just click in and you add it right down there.
Oh, okay. All right. Don't sound none too difficult.
No, yeah, it is pretty, because I used to use my, whatever this is called, my soundboard or my whatever. But that can only it only has the preset ones, like the laughter and the applause and the whatever else. And then you can only add 4. And then I figured out in StreamYard, I'm like, shit, I could add 20 on here.
Yeah, well, the thing about the likes is I mean, I know most people, that have a channel do work hard on their shows, and your regular shows is what I'm talking about. So, I mean, like this, and I didn't do anything except get on. It's basically all I did. But it always makes you feel good to know that people like what you're putting out.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna have to make you a few thumbnails too.
Yeah, and I need to figure out how the hell to use them because I've never put one up on YouTube. I don't know how you do it.
Right. Well, when you schedule it through StreamYard,
yeah,
I'm trying to remember how it goes. When you first go in, and then you hit live stream, and then the thing pops up, and then you hit schedule for later or schedule for a different time or whatever it says.
Yeah.
Then once you hit that, another box pops up where well, 2 of them. One where you pick what time or what day, and then the other one is add thumbnail.
Yeah, I had never seen it. It might be there, and I just hadn't seen it.
Yeah, it should every time yeah.
It might be, and I just hadn't noticed it, but I haven't. But all right, let's say it is there. I've only got one thumbnail that I know of, and that's the one.
That's what I mean. I'll make a couple for you and email them to you. And then when you open the email, just hit save to computer or whatever. So then when you are in StreamYard setting it up and you hit add thumbnail, you'll already have it saved to your computer so you can add, but I'll
Okay.
send you a couple.
All right. Wonderful.
Like the one I did for today,
Yep.
and I'll just take out the Steve and show and just have Ronnie Cash. Or like this one. This was the one I originally made for today.
That's for us to talk about anything and everything. No shit.
But I love making thumbnails. It's like, I don't know, it's relaxing for me, I'll sit here and make thumbnails for like hours and it just takes my mind off everything.
You sound a lot like Chap does, just making memes. That's what he
Yeah,
does, make
pretty
memes
much.
all the time.
Yeah. Like this one's gonna be my thumbnail for not tomorrow, if I even do karaoke tomorrow, but not tomorrow, but the next Monday. This is gonna be the thumbnail for that one. And then I have more. I got like 20 more that I made a month,
That
2
thumbnail had
months
a lot
ago.
going on in it, Steve. I mean, it had a lot going on. A lot going on here, boys.
Got a lot going on. Got a lot going on in here, boys. Oh, I gotta check this out. Let's see. Ooh. Hey, what happened? Unmute. Share this tab instead.
Uh-oh. Our fearless leader.
Fearless. Fearless.
Absolutely fearless.
And you have made a middle pressure.
Good morning, folks. Let me tell you about the smartest person in my life. As you probably guessed, I'm talking about my son, Hunter, the magician. Sometimes he wanders into the Oval Office late at night and waves his magic wand around in the air a few times. Then he does a little spin and abracadabra. All of this wonderful magic powder appears on my desk. I then said out loud, "Holy smokes, all of that powder belongs up my nose, doesn't it?" Hunter then looked at me with a twinkle in his eye and smiled. He said, "It sure does, Papa. It sure does." So to make my son proud, I gave the magic powder a good sniff. Then I gave it 2 or 3 more sniffs and a fourth. Before I knew it, the Oval Office was transformed into this beautiful, dreamlike fantasy land. I was then surrounded by warm neon lights, and my friends, the Corn Pops, arrived to dance with me and drink hot cocoa. Then they all tickled me until I giggled like a schoolgirl. It was everything I ever wanted and more. I realized that not everyone can have a magician for a son.
What's that?
I asked him, did they ever sniff him? Everything else is happening. I was wondering if they sniffed him.
Dude, whoever did these, what channel is this? Vapor Cake. Yeah, whoever did the drawings, that's great artwork.
It is. Fantastic.
This is
But I'm grateful that I do. Hunter is the smartest man alive, and I'm the luckiest papa there is, folks.
Dang, I gotta subscribe to them.
Hunter is the smartest man alive, and our fearless leader is the luckiest man alive.
Oh, they only got 1.8 thousand subscribers? Wow. That'll probably change real quick. Because they got, look at that artwork,
made
man.
with artificial intelligence, so that's why it's so, they draw everything so good on it.
Oh, wait a minute. A plumbing commercial. Hold on. Hold up.
Well, hello there, folks. Let's say you wake up in the middle of the night and you're feeling the squirts bubbling up in your bowel region. So you make your way on over to the bathroom, but oh crap. Some no-good rascal clogged the toilet bowl with their poopy turds again. Gosh, dang it, what a dilemma you find yourself in. Sure is a good thing I came along to help you folks out. What you need to do is grab a plunger. It's this really neat wooden rubbery type of thing that you use for battle against the poopies. Then you slam the plunger into the toilet as hard as you can and begin using a pumping, thrusting sort of motion. You swirl it about and jerk it in and out. Give the plunger a good tug. Let that toilet know you mean business and that you're not walking away from this struggle. Before you know it, the toilet will submit before you, declaring you the winner. Now give it a good flush, and everything will be right as rain. Do your business, then head on back to bed to dream about a job well done.
Dude, that's some good stuff, man. Thanks, Jam, for letting me know about that. That's sweet. And they
Well,
got a
see that
bunch of videos.
you need to follow his
57.
advice, Steve. The next clogged up toilet you come to, follow his advice on how to do it. After all,
Yep.
he is an
You just
expert plumber.
with a thrusting motion.
Yeah. Be sure you're thrusting. But and a what was the other one? A screwing around motion. However he put that.
Oh, I can't. I
That's what
already
it is.
forgot. It'll do it. I have to watch it again. Shit. Oh wait, I asked. Oh, so. Oh, okay, I get it. I thought the person from the channel like wrote that script, but it's you asked AI. So AI wrote the script. Is that right? Am I getting that right?
Made the drawings anyway, or AI made the drawings. The art,
Yeah,
whatever you
whoever
want to
made
call
the
it.
drawings, I mean, if AI made the drawings, it kind of sucks. But if like a person actually did those drawings, then that's really good.
It was AI that did the drawings. Oh yeah, swirling motion. There you go, JM.
Swirling motion, yeah. But yeah, Ed, I'm not sure, man. That's tough because after 30 years, I don't know. I don't know if
Well,
it was the dead cat or I don't know. I think I burned my nose out. So a lot of times, even if I'm using like glue and primer, and people are like, "Oh my God, that's so strong," and I'm like right by it, and I'm like, I don't even smell it. So
well, I bet if you ever smell any of Ed's crap, your nose will wake back up. At least to hear him tell it, it's the worst smelling stuff on earth. I'm just going by what I see him put in the chat sometimes.
and what is it that we're smelling?
Ed shit.
Oh, Edge. Oh, I can
Or
imagine.
farts.
I can imagine. I think the farts would be worse. I
Probably
think
so.
farts are usually worse than shit anyway.
But I smell some pretty bad on both of them, so I don't know. It's kind of a 50-50 deal there.
Now, when I remember when my son and daughter were babies, it's weird when babies when they're like the first week, their shit doesn't smell at all. It's like it has no smell to it whatsoever. But then after that, 5, 6, sometimes 7 days, boom! It's like whoa, what the fuck? It's
Well, I
weird. I
got to
never
admit,
knew that.
I got lucky on that. My wife always changed our kids' diapers. If I would have changed our kids' diapers, I'd have poked them with a pin every time. Because I mean, we didn't use Pampers. We always used the cloth diapers
Oh,
with pins.
right.
She might have used them on our last one. I don't remember. But we done things old-fashioned way. We earned.
My best diaper changing story was when my son was born, and I was 16 when he was born, but at the time I think I was because I was already I turned 17 2 months after he was born, so I was 17 and I didn't have like a full-time job yet. I had a job, but it didn't last long, and so anyway, my son's mom at the time worked for Ford Motor Company, and she lived with her parents, which I lived with their parents too. But I was the stay-at-home dad or whatever, and I was changing Damon's diaper, and she just got home from work, and she comes in, and I was halfway through, and she's like, "Oh, I'll get it from here. You're good, And I'm like, "Oh, cool." And as soon as I walked away and she leaned in, he pissed all over her face. Like it couldn't have been more perfect timing. Like a second sooner or a second later, it would have been different, but it was just perfect. So as soon as I walk away, and I'm like right here, and she just goes in, and then I hear, Ah! I'm like, what? Just fucking squirting. It was awesome.
Well, hey, I've had it happen to me before too. I was laying in bed to sleep one morning, about half awake and half asleep, and my wife is changing our son's diaper. He's probably 4 or 5 months old. Laying there in the middle of the bed, where she's got him laying at. And as soon as she gets his diaper off, he starts pissing, and the piss comes right up in an arc and right down in my face. I mean, right, perfect, man. You talk about waking up. Now I woke up. I felt like beating his ass, but he was a baby, so I let him slide. He was
You're
just
lucky.
laughing.
You're only 6 months old. You're lucky, you son of a
Damn
bitch.
right. Little asshole. I think he meant to do it, to tell you the truth about it, because he was laughing.
You know
I
what?
mean, he was literally laughing about it.
Yeah, because my son's 30 years old now, and I've told him that story, and I always sound like, dude, sometimes I think you did it on purpose. And he's like, yeah, I probably did.
More than likely. That's exactly what I think about my son. But like I said, the reason I think is because he was laughing. I don't know if he was laughing because it felt so good to pee, but it wasn't like he had to hold it to get to a gas station or anything, So I don't
Right.
know what else he could have been laughing about. You ever been in one of those situations where you about got to pee so bad and you're driving down the road?
Oh, man. Shit. Yeah.
Millions of times. Me too.
You start pissing yourself, but just a little bit. You're like, duck, gotta hold it. Especially if you've been like drinking alcohol, because then it's like you kind of lose control of your fucking body for a little bit.
Oh,
Like,
for damn sure. That's most times when I did piss just a little bit on myself. It was because I'd been drinking, and couldn't find a gas station anywhere nearby. And it's funny how that hits you too. It always waits until you're someplace where there's no gas station, you're backed up in traffic, whatever, caught in a traffic jam.
Shit. You want to hear another funny story? Well, I got to tell a little bit of a story to get so it makes sense. But being a plumber in my work van, and plumbers, what they do is they use buckets. If you got to piss or shit. I've never done the shit thing because I can't. But so if you ever have a plumber over and you see them go in the back of their van and then they close, not like in the front part, but in the back, and they close it or kind of, not all the way, but enough so you can't see in. Like, why would you do? Because they're taking a piss or a shit. But so anyway, I'm stuck on the highway, and this is only like maybe 2 years ago, and traffic is not moving at all. And I'm like, oh, and I was at that point, I'm like, oh, and my hazards are strobe light hazards. It's like that. It was added on. So it's like city workers or whatever, strobe light.
Yep.
So I was like, screw it, it's not moving anyway. And I was already all the way in the right lane. So I just pulled off on the shoulder, turned my strobe lights on like I was broke down, got out, went in the back of the van, took my piss, got back in, kept driving like nothing happened. Which I wouldn't do if there wasn't traffic because I'd be scared shitless someone's going to run into me.
Well, believe me, I've been in several of those things where are situations where you have to pee so bad, you feel like your eyeball's going to float come out of your head.
Yeah, and the closer you get to a bathroom, the more you can't hold it.
Have you ever had someone, when you got to pee that bad, have you ever had someone reach over and squish you right in that area? I mean, it don't take much, man. Oh, you talk about pissing on yourself now, you will. If whoever says, "Oh man, I got to pee," and somebody, one of your supposed friends, reaches over, and squishes you right in that area on your lower stomach.
I know I haven't had that done because if that did ever happen to me, that person would get punched in the throat real fast.
You get pissed on him, real quick.
They'd be laughing, have seen it like, done. And then like, I can't talk. Like, yeah,
No, I've had it done to me before, and believe me, if I would have tried to punch them or anything, I would definitely pistol myself from the pressure it took to swing your arm, around. I went. Psh. So I don't know who would have got the worst of it. Probably me.
Right. I do remember in high school though, I did get the when they walk by and they smack you in the nuts and they're like, take a bow. Because they smack you in the nuts and right away you're like, oh,
Yeah.
take a bow. I hated that shit.
Well, I never had that happen to me now.
Oh, it's good. Dude, getting hit in the, I don't think, especially females, out of everyone, females do not understand how bad that hurts to get hit in the nuts.
Oh. Well, I don't think there's no explaining either how bad it hurts. You have to have a pair to get kicked in or slapped on. And it don't take much. I mean, it don't take a hard hit. And I'm telling you, you're in a lot of agony.
You can just get a graze and you're like, that was just a graze. Did that? Oh, yeah, that hit it.
It can be wicked, man, no doubt about it. But and that's one thing that when I was in the Army and basic training, I don't know if they still teach it now or not, but that's one of the first things they teach you about is how to protect your nuts when you're in a fight.
Yeah. But speaking of female, you know what that reminded me of? Because what was it, last week I think you asked when you were like, what is the definition of a female? Well, I thought about it. And the definition of a female is someone who, when you ask them if they want anything or need anything, and they say, no, I'm fine. But then as soon as you sit down and get comfortable and hit play to watch your favorite movie, they say, well, could you go in the kitchen and grab me? That's a female.
So you figured it out between then and now, huh?
Yeah, I think that's a good definition.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Except, for me, it was the other way around. When we were going to watch a movie, my wife would just get set down and I said, hey, would you go get me something? I was always too lazy, particularly when I was younger. Well, I don't think it was laziness. I think it was from me working my ass off all day long and it hurt to stand up. But either way, that's what would happen. A lot of times, not all the time, though.
Yeah, well, especially if you're busting your ass all day and you get home, once you hit that couch, it's like, yeah, I'm not moving.
Hell yeah, it's particularly, in my case where, you've been bending over most of the day, building walls and lifting them up or whatever. Boy, my back be hurting so bad. A lot of times I had to walk like a gorilla into the house from the truck, on my knuckles because my back be hurting so damn bad. I literally couldn't straighten up. But when I got in the house and finally got laid down on the couch, oh, it felt so good.
I know exactly what, yeah, because I've had that working and having to lean. And then when I go to stand up, I'm like, oh, shit, my back. It doesn't work. And you have to go real slow and then straighten it out. Oh, yeah, I know exactly. Oh, that's the worst.
You know what's funny about it was, though, that it didn't hurt that much. And, I mean, driving home, it hurt, but not that much. Until I got home and started to get out of the truck, and then I couldn't straighten up. Man, you talk about it. I bet people thought, what's wrong with that sucker? Every day, because that's the way it'd be every day coming home when I got home. I bet my neighbors thought, what's wrong with that fool?
Yeah. And you're a tall guy too, right? I forgot how tall you are, but
well, at that time I was 6'2". I'm probably more like 6'1" now, but I hadn't been measured in a long time. I don't really know.
No, I think it's funny because I was 6'2", but I honestly think I'm 6'1" too because I got bad posture and the older you get, you shrink, and then next thing you know, you're like, got my pants pulled up to here and.
Hey, that's me now.
Yeah.
My waist is up around my titties. It's amazing some of the things happen as you grow older, but what can you do? You can either die and not grow older, Be like that song says, I want to work hard, live fast, die young, and leave a beautiful memory.
Yep.
Well, you know, a lot of guys did. A lot of people have done that. But I'm going to be just the opposite. I'm going to live long and leave a terrible memory.
No, you're going to leave a hell of a legacy, that's for sure.
Well, Steve, you got to promise me when I do croak, you got to promise me to come on and do a show for me now. Not a sad one. I mean, I don't want a sad show. Or else I'll come
Same
back
for
and haunt
me.
your ass.
If anything happens to me, same for me. No sad teary-eyed bullshit. No sissies.
Well, I guarantee you, if something happened to you like that, I believe me, we'd be on dancing, having a party, drinking, you know, borrow some of Joe's Coke, you know, or Hunter's, whichever one happens to have it at the time. Just have a high old party.
And I promise you right now, and I'm saying it on live for the whole world to hear it, I will twerk. I will twerk when that day comes. Just for you, though. Nobody else.
Well, darn. I had to be there to see that. Here. I turn my computer on and watch you twerk.
I'll do it, and then I'll feel someone be like, "What?" And then I'll hear Ronnie laughing, and then you'll go up to heaven.
Or the other direction.
Gotta be like, yeah, let him stick around to see the twerking thing, because you know.
Well, I got to see the twerk. I mean, you got to. Got to see the twerk. But you know that when we die, that's supposed to be a happy moment anyway, because you know you're leaving here where all you've done all your whole life is work and you know, support your family and everything, which we don't consider a bad time. But going to heaven is way, way, way better. So why be sad and everything when somebody dies? It's supposed to be just the opposite, because you're going to a much better place.
Exactly. It's like, yeah, because I've thought about that plenty of times, and you know, that's why in 2020, that's why I was happy that my parents decided to do a celebration of life and not a funeral, to where, you know, but it's like, yeah, she's in a better place, you know. But the only thing I could think of is because, like, yeah, it sucks. You're never gonna see her until God calls you home. But that's the only thing. You're just never gonna see her again until it's your turn to go home. But should still be happy because they're in, you know, way better place.
That's right.
Here.
And that's
Chrissy Cat.
Hello, Chrissy.
Yeah, that is yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I feel the same way. That's exactly the way I look at it.
Right. I just know that most of my family and my wife are gone. And if it wasn't for thinking that they're all in a much better place, and I don't care if you just lost one, or in my case, you lost 6 or 7, then you're going to drive yourself crazy if you think about it being anything else other than a great place. At least I would. I'll put it like that. Shit, I don't want to think about it being in a place like hell or anything, or like and that day that Ken was on, that's one of the main things I disagree with him on was, you know, I don't know if that was that disagreement or not, about, because I believe when we die, our spirit lives on. I don't think that we ever die. You know, the body does, your spirit don't.
Right. Yeah, because that's weird. I was just you're talking about Ken Carson, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's weird. I just brought it up to Nina yesterday, and I can't remember. I'd have to go back and watch it, but I can't remember what his point, like what the point he was trying to make. Because I remember Gigi was saying something about reincarnation, and then everything just went off the rails, and I was like, what is happening right now?
Yeah, I know. It's the way I felt too. But that's what it was. Yeah, she was just saying that she believed in reincarnation, that she didn't just believe in it, she knew it for a fact, because it had happened to her several times. And he was just more or less saying, "You're full of shit. I don't believe in that at all. We're put here one time." And
Right? Because
now that
yeah,
part,
that's what
I
I
mean,
believe.
yeah, I mean, I can't say that I agreed with her on that for sure. But and that kind of belief about reincarnation is, I think it comes from India, and I think that's the way they believe. I'm not saying that we're not reincarnated. I mean, I don't know. As far as I know, I've never been dead before.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't have like weird visuals or dreams about like a different life and be like, whoa. But then again, I mean, yeah, I don't. If there were reincarnation, the only way I believe it'd be like if you were just on a fine line between you're at 50-50, you're either coming to heaven or you're going to hell, so we're not sure how to decide, so you're gonna have to go do it again.
Yeah, it could be.
But then if you're reincarnated and you don't remember none of that shit, how do you know that you're supposed to make something better or to fix it? You know what I mean? So yeah, it's just I don't know.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
know
believe
what
in
you mean.
reincarnation.
Well, I don't either, really. But the way I was looking at that night is, or day, what I think it was in the daytime when that was all going on. I didn't. The way I looked at it is, I didn't want to, jump in with either one of them, agree or disagree with either one of them, because Ken had already went over the deep end,
Yeah.
and so I wasn't going to say anything. It
Yeah,
really
that was
wasn't worth
pretty
it.
wild too. That's what I was like.
It was.
Everything's like it is right now, and then all of a sudden I was like, whoa, oh
Yeah.
shit, what? Eeh.
He'd been a real cool guy up until that. I don't know.
Yeah,
What
something
snapped,
yeah,
man.
triggered him, or I hate using that word trigger, but yes, something hit him the wrong way.
Definitely did. And maybe him and Gigi have had rounds before. I mean, I don't know, but
You know what? Yeah, I didn't even think of that. Possibly, yeah, could have been. Yeah, because I know Gigi has been a subscriber of Shane for a while, so
yeah. Well, this
yeah,
probably happened before then. But,
could have been an extension from a previous conversation that we didn't know about, and it came up again, and it was like, sick of this shit, and then he just
yeah.
said how
Well,
he really felt.
in all honesty, I had this weird feeling when she came up, when she first came up, that it wasn't going to be a good outing. For one reason is because, if I remember correctly, she was the only woman there, and but that wasn't it. It was just I don't. But what I think my feeling was is because Ken was he was telling his unadulterated feelings on Christ, which to me is fine. I mean, I agree with everything he said. I just didn't agree with the way he was talking with her. I thought it was
yeah, me too.
Whether you agree with someone or not, that you can say, hey, well, that ain't the way I believe. If you want to believe that way, well, go ahead on. But it's certainly not the way I believe. But I think
absolutely.
when it comes to God, all you do is you're planting a seed. That's basically what you're doing. But when you're like Gigi was, and she firmly believes in what she was saying, you're getting mad at him and everything. You can't even plant a seed because she's already, formed that opinion in her mind. So why say anything? There was no point in it,
Right, and to get upset because she's not agreeing with you or even understanding or trying to understand you. Why get upset about it when?
Yeah, I kind of felt sorry for her myself that day. I mean, to be honest with you, I honestly did. But even if anybody would have wanted to jump in and try to take her side, you couldn't do it because Ken wasn't going to let you. I mean, he was on a roll and he wasn't going to shut up. She tried to jump in several times herself, and he just rolled right over like a big old bulldozer.
And he just got more angry, and
yeah, he did.
That's like my new favorite saying is it only takes one match to start a forest fire. Don't be that match. You know?
I don't know which one was the match that day, but one of them
Yeah, you know
was.
what? That's true. I don't know either. That's a good point.
One of them was damn
I
sure the
think
match.
maybe both. Maybe it
Maybe
was a
they,
double-ended match.
yeah, or maybe one match hit the other one on the head and they struck each other. I
Yep.
don't know,
Yeah.
but man, I was surprised because I talked with Kim before, on Shane's show, and he was just as cool as a cucumber, and he was
Oh
that night
yeah.
too for a good long while.
Yep.
Just
Me too. And well, not a couple times, but once. And then I've seen him on Shane's show quite a few times, and yeah, he's just mellow. And so yeah, when that happened, that's when I'm like, I'm just gonna stay quiet, see how this works out. But
like I said, I don't think it done you any good to jump in there anyway because I don't think Kim's going to shut up for anybody. Because
right.
as soon as he got through, boom, he clicked the leave button and he was gone.
Yeah, well, especially yeah, when anyone, to me anyway, or for me anyway, when you get to that point, it's like say whatever you want. I'm not listening. I don't give a shit.
Yeah. Well, I think if I remember correctly, I think Gigi left before he did, or right after he did. One or the other. They left both pretty
Well,
much the same time.
I can't remember, but I remember when he dropped, but I can't remember if Gigi left before or after.
Yeah, me either.
But I remember he was done and he was just like click.
Yeah, it was
I was
gone.
like,
Man.
okay, there's Ken.
Yeah, man, I tell you, I just to me, that's not the way that. Just my opinion, but that's not the way you do with God. I mean, it's great that everybody believes in Christ and all, but how are you going to drag any more people to Him if you're cussing them out? I mean,
Right, and yeah, and that's the thing. Like, you're supposed to lead by example, and by getting angry and doing that is like, oh wow, so that's what it's like. Yeah, I want to
yeah.
be a part of that. You
Yeah.
know.
But everything else everything he was saying was
That's the
exactly
thing.
right.
That's my point. Everything he said was 100% true to me, anyway. I mean,
Yeah,
I
it was.
believe everything he said was 100% accurate. It's just the way he went about it.
Yeah, he was very, very rude to Gigi, and I think it's the first time I'd ever been on with her that I can remember, but I had seen her on Shane several times. But I mean, I myself, I didn't get it. I still don't get it. Now, if she would have, been talking about something that was really out there, maybe I get it. But reincarnation has been known about and talked about forever. Not so much in the Christian part of the world, but certainly in India and places like that. Not saying that I believe in it, and I could have, if it had been me, I would have disagreed with her too. Not like he did, of course, but I would have definitely disagreed with her. But I would have definitely said, like we said just a few minutes ago, that I don't think we ever die because our spirits live on, in my opinion. Because you got to ask yourself, what is it that when you're not talking, but you still have thoughts going on in your head? What's making those thoughts? It takes an electrical spark from your brain to make your heart beat. There's many things when you start thinking about it that makes you realize we've all got a spirit, an electrical spirit of some sort.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm not the one to argue that one way or the other, but I do know we got a spirit, and it lives on after we're gone.
Yeah, so I like the way you put that. That's perfect. That's when you dude, I love that. That's perfect. I love the way you put that.
Thank you, Steve. Believe me, I definitely believe that We live on after death. We don't. Our bodies die. We don't.
I definitely 100% believe that too. Our bodies die, but yeah, we definitely. I believe that 1,000%. Oh
And
shit! I just realized what time it is. It's time for your live, isn't it?
Well, I got 15 minutes, but I do need to get off here
Okay.
and do a few things.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's at 4:15 my time. I thought it was at 4 my time, and I'm like, shit. Okay.
I got a
So,
couple
we
minutes.
Got a couple more minutes, but I pinned the link. Actually, Independent Many United put the link, but I pinned Indy's comment, which is the link to Ronnie's show that is coming out in 15 minutes. So let's do this. Since he hasn't started yet, and I brought this up earlier. Hold on. First, let me go to it. And we were talking about the likes and how cool it is to have a bunch of likes before
Oh yeah.
you
It is
even go
cool.
on. So everyone jump over there real quick. Right now he's got 8 likes already. Now he's got 9. I'm number 9. So let's see if we can get 15 likes before he even goes live.
Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button.
Do it. Do it.
Do it.
Yeah, that would be awesome. So the link is pinned to that. So everyone go jump over there and then hit the like here too if you haven't yet. If you want. You don't have to, but you know. Be a lot cooler if you did.
Yeah, and it's free. They're both free.
And it brings good luck for 7 years.
Absolutely. You won't have nothing but good luck.
Tina A. Kelly, LSP, the freckle face artist. Good to see you. Aloha. Oh, and Garrett. I got to do it again because I don't know if Garrett was here to see the new intro for the Stephen Ronnie show. But I know Garrett really likes Tom McDonald and Adam Calhoun. So check this out, Garrett. Let me know. Give me your honest opinion, Garrett, what you think.
Every time we pull up, all you're gonna see is American flags. American flags. American flags. And every time we pull up, all you're gonna see is American flags.
All right, Garrett, tell me the truth. What do you think?
Jam's number 10 at my place.
Oh, nice. Number 10. Need 5 more.
He said, hell yeah, I love it. Right on, right on. If Garrett loves it, you know everybody loves it. I think.
Oh, yeah. If Garrett loves it, definitely everybody loves it. Now you got 11.
Got 11.
Now you got 12. Now you got 12.
Do I hear 13? 13, 13, 13, 13.
We got a number 13, 13. We got a 12. We got a 12. We got a 12. When we get to 13, 13. We got a 13. We go up to 15. Maybe we go up to 15, 15. We got a 12. Can we get a 13?
Absolutely. Get it up 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20. Do I hear 20? Do I hear 20? 21, 21, 21, 20. Now it's 22, 22, 22.
Be even really sweet is I'm at 55 now. What would be really sweet is if Ronnie would be at 55 before he even went live. That would be. That would have to go down in the books.
It definitely would. That's impossible. God would have to literally put his finger on it and do that. Well, I better get on out of here so I can get ready for my show. I got to go wee, all the way home.
Yep, right on. Yeah, you got to prep up for that. But yeah, so everyone, it's pinned. Make sure you hit the notification bell and hit the like for them, and I won't be on the panel, but I'll see you guys over there.
All right,
for sure. So, any final thoughts before the next 10 minutes when you go live again?
No, just everybody. If you ain't got anything better to do, which I can't imagine having anything better to do than coming and watching my show.
Yeah, what he said.
Steve and I are going off, so we won't be on. So the next best thing is my show.
Hell yeah.
And just that I love you, my brother Steve. It's always a pleasure being on with you. And we'll do it again next week if you're up for it.
Yeah. And likewise, brother Ronnie, I love you, man. And shoot, maybe next Sunday we'll do the same thing again. Maybe we'll make it a weekly. We'll talk about it though.
Absolutely. Well, and love everybody in chat. Y'all all have a blessed rest of your Sunday. And you too, brother.
And we'll see you a little bit on your channel, brother. Much love, man.
All right, same to you. See you later, Steve. Good night.
All right. Good night. So, all right, everyone. Thank you, everyone. Thank you to 56 people who hit the like button, too. And for the 16 people who hit the like button for Ronnie's, and he didn't even start yet. That's awesome. And also, tomorrow at, I believe it's 10 Central on Independent Many United's channel, she is having a 1,000 subscriber celebration live stream. So everybody make sure you're over there for that tomorrow, basically in 25 hours from now. And other than that, thank you all for hanging out with us tonight. You guys rock. You guys are all awesome. Without you guys, there would be no show. So thank you. And mahalo. Have a beautiful morning, a beautiful day, a beautiful afternoon, a beautiful evening, a beautiful night. Whatever it may be, wherever you are. Much love, much aloha. And most importantly, God bless. Oh, wait a minute. I got to play this one more time as the outro, too.
Every time we pull up, all you're gonna see is American flags. American flags. American flags. And every time we pull up, all you're gonna see is American flags. Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel alive, and there's nothing that makes me happy. Hold my beer for a minute, I'm about to quit my job, cash in for a ticket. I'm going on a trip and I don't plan to visit. I'm gonna stay there till I feel like I'm winning, and this is just the beginning. I need a big change, help me feel like living. I need a big swing, home runs I'm hitting, and I'll never look back, moving on till I get it all. And we all got dreams, we all want things, but what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? And do you believe you can do anything? But what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? My strife, my right to fight, to die on. And this is my game to play, to claim a brand new name, And I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm a bit nervous that I might screw everything up that I've ever done. But what's the point of living if you ain't having fun? I guess I'll try this, try that, might miss, gotta find what I'm good at. I guess I look here, look there, over where am I scared, where am I at? I gotta make it in this life, whatever makes me happy, know I'm doing things right. Sipping in the summer on a goose and Sprite, or find a nightclub for the end of the night, And we all got dreams, we all want things, but what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? And do you believe we can do anything? But what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be?
demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah.